one person, remove who you are, remove your benefits, look at the nature of our country, and do the right thing. And that right thing to do is very simple. Vote with your conscience. Vote for the future of our country. Vote for the future of your children. Vote to change Nigeria from where we are today. A man has come and said, I want to take you back. Take back your country. Let us develop this land so that all of us will come back in all over parts of the world. Nigeria is to invest and to move Nigeria forward. Vote Labour Party. That's all I have to say. All has been said. What we have to do now, we need to extend this message, continue to extend it to the villages, because the election are won in the villages. Election is no longer won in Asrock. Election is no longer won in Abuja. Election is won in the villages. Let us carry this, campaign to the grassroots. Thank you, and God bless Nigerians.
Thank you so much, Mr. Let's Go. That was a brilliant one. But I think you guys are not touching on all the topic here. There are a lot of anyway. Maybe when we're going for the second round, I will just like ask questions based on other topics that are here. Thank you so much. Before I go to the next panelist, I want to appreciate our sister Omoyes Corner for the super chat. Thank you so much. God bless you, and your pocket will never run dry. It said Obi Dati 2023 all the way. Remain focused and choose wisely. Thank you for that super chat. We appreciate your constant support in the panel, in the comment section, and through giving. You always give us super chats. Thank you. God bless you. The people in the comment section, people watching us, please take that full step, try and support us this weekend, my people. Let's support the movement. Let's keep the fire burning, keep the like coming, keep the sharing, keep the super chat coming. Thank you all so much. God bless you. I will be going to Mr. Chooks right now. Mr. Chooks Obibweze, are you there? Can you hear me? I think Mr. Chooks is not available right now. Please, if you're going to be leaving, maybe you're here, you're not going to be talking yet, drop a message for me in the private chat, and when you come back, you also let me know. Thank you. So I will be moving straight to Scott before Mr. Chooks will be available. Mr. Scott, I don't know if you're there, if you're hearing me.
Of course, I'm here. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. Thanks for joining us this evening. Where are you joining us from?
Yes, I'm joining from Italy.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I don't know if you were here when we showcased the video and read the article earlier on.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm here and I'm following.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Just I will leave the floor for you to make your contribution, and your time is 5 to 6 minutes. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my fellow Nigerians, the good Nigerians. I would like to start with this. In Nigeria politics, I always say something that it's like we are full of dramas. In every season of election like this, we always see different things happen. It is not new for other governors or other party members to start crossing over to the leading side, because these ones, it's not that because somebody just cross over to come and join that he really needs Nigeria to move forward from bottom to top. No, these people, they are always like that. It is in their character. It is in their blood. They are doing these things for their own sake. Me, I don't see it as a new thing. We are going to be seeing more. We are going to be seeing more. Even those, the ones we didn't even expect, they are coming because they are targeting 2023. After 2023, where will they be? What position will they be occupying? What will be their benefit and all this? So these, our Nigerian politicians, these are just their character. This is their character. It is not bad. Whoever that comes, we accommodate them, we work with them, but we have to be very, very careful with them. That is it. All Nigerians have to be very, very careful in this season because there are many that are even shouting obedience, obedience, because others are shouting obedience, but it's just that one is just from their lips, but from their hearts, they are doing another thing. So we have to be very, very careful. Why am I saying this? This one happened 2015. It happened 2015. That's why I always say it. There was a very good friend of mine who always stabbed me with a bottle because of say Baba, say Baba, say Baba. So that is the reason we should be very, very careful with all these persons. So after that, we should also know that what is this man? The River State governor, Wike. I hope I am not deviating too much. This
No,
Mr.
you can
Wike.
digress a little. Go ahead. If you're going too far, I will let you know.
Okay, thank you very much. This Mr. Wike, I will like to say here, to me, this is just personal something that I'm seeing. Wike, there are two politicians like that we have in Nigeria. Number one is Wike. Number two is Adams Oshomole. These two people are terrible people, which we should not always, talk about them or always, appreciate them for anything. These people are amongst our problems. They are. That is the truth. They are. And we should not even want them to come close to us because when they do, they are going to, like they said, they say, according to the Benin, these are the two people. They are the rats that are biting and they are also trying to find you so that you will not feel it. But at the end, you will still feel the pain. So Nigeria, this is the time we should know that we are taking Nigeria by force. The Bible has said, it say right from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of God suffered violence, and what the violent taketh it by force. Even they are saying that the obedience are so violent or what. We have to take it by force and by fire. I love that pastor that can stand before thousands of members to bring, to campaign for a better Nigeria, to campaign for the betterment of the nation, to campaign for the good leadership. If we have more of these people, and if we have every single pastors that will come before their members to say it the way it is like this, I believe we will not even struggle for the election. We will not even struggle. We will not, though we are not struggling, we will not struggle at all because the majority is in the house of God, is in the church. So we have to start to let these men of God know what they are to do, that they have a part, they have a role to play. Not every time we begin to say the youth, the youth, the youth, the youth, the youth. The youth are not the only ones in Nigeria. We have the market women, we have the elders. They can as well vote. They can as well plan for their children. They cannot leave their children to do it all alone. So I believe everyone, the imam, the pastors, or the chief priest and all, this is for all of us. Thank you very much. Maybe when I have the time again, I'll come again. Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Scott. That was a brilliant delivery. I absolutely agree with you on that. I have always been of the opinion that we shouldn't be too hard on the youth back home. Sometimes it can be easier said than done, because most of us that are being some of us abroad that are hard on the youth at home, many little things you channel it to the youth based in Nigeria. We once live in that place. We were born and brought up there. We couldn't do a lot either in our time. So, and there are some things that we sometimes face to realize when it comes to issue of blaming youth in Nigeria. Most of us are seeing what we're seeing now because we are out of the scenario. We are out of the environment. We have seen another system of governance, how good governance work, how a place should be, how citizens enjoy their dividends of democracy. So it's like our eyes are more open. We are more inspired to like, oh, our country is supposed to be like this. But there are people that are born and brought up in that place that have never experienced anything outside of how Nigeria works. There are many people today that still believe this is how they just think this is how things should be, or it should get a little bit better. So when we are being hard on them, I understand that we want Nigerian youth to do more, of course, which we are very glad they are waking up right now. But we just have to push and encourage them instead of being too hard on them all the time. I really appreciate you, bro, Scott, in that direction that you go. If many pastors can rise up, because whether we like it or not, our society today is a society that is moved by religion, whether we like it or not. Nigeria is a very religious country. So a lot of people today, there are many married women that respect their pastors more than their husband. Many husbands value their pastors more than their wife and their children. Many people listen to pastors even more than their parents. So they have a lot to do in the society. Like the northern part of Nigeria, we all heard when one of our northern brother connected with us the other time in the panel, he told us that most of them, they are waiting for their clergymen, their imam, their elders to tell them, let's go for it, and they will move without thinking it twice. So that is to tell you how these people influence most of our youth in the society. So I think we have to urge them, in as much as we are hitting hard on the youth, we know that their percentage in the society is quite high. I think the registered voters and the age of the people we have in the society, the youth are about 60-something% of them, if I'm not mistaken. We should also hit on the areas which we know that people have the voice. People can listen to them. They can motivate people like the pastors, the imams, all those clergymen out there, and our celebrities. They have a lot of role to play here. And of course, our parents, they have a lot to also do, you know. Thank you so much for that wonderful.
Mr. Erin, you just call the right people, but you can't go spoil at the last place. You go call celebrity. That celebrity, they are useless. Not just the hard ones.
No, Brian, nice. I will have to come to that, because the other day there was something you said. I understand where you're going. There are some of them, I have never been a party of generalizing things. You know, for example, some people will say Fulanis are doing what they are doing in Nigeria. We still have good Fulani out there. I am not a party of generalizing. Most of our celebrity might be there for sale, but you will agree with me, there are some people right now that are speaking. They are out there speaking, and most of them have a lot of followers. I think we can also encourage the rest of them, but this time around, who want to hear, let the person hear. But we can't keep encouraging people. We can't keep sending out the messages. You never can tell who will change by your voice, who will change by my voice. So I don't.
Can I ask you a question now?
You go ahead.
Since this movement has started, how many celebrities have you seen in the forefront of this OB movement? Just name one.
Mr. Knight, that's what I said, that we know a lot of them are there to sell out.
Forget this celebrity.
No,
forget
hold on.
Celebrity. Those are sellouts.
I will not tolerate this interruption. When you ask me a question, you wait to let me respond. For example, P Square is there. They have been lending their voice out there. Erica, what's the name? Sasha have came out from the Big Brother. I can't remember the year. She have been speaking. You know, quite a number of them have been speaking. If you follow them on Instagram, follow their page, quite a number of them are there in the movement. You know, the campaign have not started. We still have time. We have not started campaigning. We still have time to go. So it doesn't mean that who have not come out to speak now will not speak. I still maintain we have to encourage each other. It's not about kill it or not kill it. The other day you came talking about all they know is to do their boots. That is their private life. Anything anybody like, you live in Western world, you should know these things better. Anything anybody wants to do with his or her body or her private life, that is the person's business. But to lend your voice to make the society where you live in, where you make your money, to make it better, that is what should matter. So we should encourage them.
Please?
Yes, go ahead, Mr.
For Brother Nines, you see this our actor, Kanayo. I think that man is also a celebrity. Is he one of the celebrities or no? I just want to know that.
Of course, it's a celebrity.
That man is really working hard for the OB movement. So that we should not just generalize it that because many or we believe the singers are the only celebrities. I don't know. So there are still others that are in other different areas. They are still doing their possible best to make.
My brother, I don't want to interfere in this broadcast anymore because she said she don't tolerate people's opinion. So let her go on.
I did not say I will not tolerate your opinion. I said I will not tolerate that much of interruption. When you ask somebody a question, give the person time to answer. Everybody have right to their opinion. You have always known that, Brother Nice, in this platform. We respect people's opinion. We respect anybody's opinion, but too much of interruption make program noisy, and you know it. And besides, it was not your turn. You said you want to ask a question. I gave you go ahead. Then when you asked on my way of answering the question, you came in again. That is when I tell you I will not take too much of interruption. I never said I will not take your opinion. So get me right. Don't get me wrong, please. And the idea of generalizing and maintaining it, don't generalize. There are a lot of them out there. You might not know all the celebrity out there. Probably there are some that I know you don't know. There are some you know that I don't know. It's like that. So there are some that are working tirelessly. At least he gave you a name, Kanayo. I gave you a name, P Square. I gave you a Sasha. I gave you quite a number of them. I can't remember their name right now. If you like, I can list them. Maybe when I'm coming to the next program, I will bring them to you. Some of them are out there for the movement. Of course, everybody cannot be there. So we also have to learn to respect people's opinion. The ones that don't want to join, there is nothing we can do about it. But my opinion remain. Let's try and encourage them to do what is right.
Sister, wait. Let me be clear with you.
The whole thing.
Sister, wait. Let me be clear with you. The way you approach me now, I'm not pleased with it. Let me just be straight with you. You are using my comment that I used in order this thing to attack me. You keep it on your mind. Which I'm not talking to you.
I am not attacking you. I was not in the point that day. I would have corrected that. But I am not attacking you.
Continue your broadcast.
Hello, madam.
Let me just go straight to the
madam.
Let me go. Hold on.
I know, just a second, please. Brother Nice. Hello? Brother Nice.
Yeah, bro. Come on, I hear you, Mr. Ken.
Okay, please then calm down. Don't take it personal. Everybody has their own style of moderating. So what she no, she didn't mean to disrespect you, and neither to talk to you sarcastically. What she said was you should wait for your turn. You understand me? So you don't take it personal, please. Just calm down. I know that you're angry. You've been paranoid about the video that you watch. Please just calm down and let's work out here as a family. Please, so madam, please you can continue with all due respect. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Ken, for that. But I maintain I never insulted him. I never said his opinion is not valid. Brother Nice is one of our own here in this platform. He knows it. We all knows ourselves here. Even earlier on, I joke with him. If you think maybe there is something I have in mind, I will not throw such joke to you. It's just that day I was not in the panel. I would have told you what I also think in that statement. So I'm opportune to say it today. That is why I said it. I didn't. You can't tell me that I'm having it in mind or something. I don't have anybody in mind. That is just me, and I'm a very outspoken person. That will tell you that I don't keep anything in mind. Thank you. Without wasting our time, let me just go straight to the next person on the panel. I can see two more panelists have joined us, Mr. Otota and Mr. Omoruyi. Thanks for joining us this evening. I will come straight back to you people when you get to your turn. Thank you so much for connecting with us. Without much talking as the moderator, let me just go. I just feel like also giving my opinion there. I believe I can also give my opinion irrespective of me moderating the program. That is my opinion. And I also want to thank the brother that reminded me of that point. That was why I was giving opinion in that aspect. Thank you. I would like to go to Mr. Chooks right now. Is available. Mr. Chooks, good evening. Welcome back. I called you earlier on. You were not here. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Irene. Thank you for bringing me back. It's a good news that Mr. Obiozo, joined. But one thing I want to, say here is, Labour Party should be careful when they're accepting all these people, because we cannot be running away from, these men that destroyed our country, and we are bringing them back. To be frank with you, I don't think APC, with the formation of APC, they thought it would be like this. There are some great men who were into that formation of APC, and their programs, if you read their programs from the beginning, they meant well, but by the time the same people they are running away from started joining them before the actual election, the whole cabal of a thing came back, so it is a good news that we are getting people joining. But what I want Labour Party to do is to question the characters of those who are joining them, because look at APC, the amount of quarreling and the fighting they started immediately they won the presidential election. It's unbelievable. And I wouldn't want, most of us here, not just me, wouldn't want in a situation whereby everybody fights to take the country back, and at the end of the day we are getting the same leaders or the same kind of people with the same attitude. If they are changed attitude, not a problem, because anybody can make mistakes. Anybody can be on any condition and still get back to their usual self. But as it is now, it is a welcome development that we are getting people moving to Labour Party. At least these structures they are talking about is this kind of people. That is what they mean by structure. We haven't got structure because we haven't got those who have what is it called, local government chairman and things like that. So it is not a bad idea, but when they come with the same kind of attitude they have before, it means what is happening. I think among the three major parties that are in this election now, It is only Labour Party that haven't got internal wrangling. So that might come when these people, these individuals who are there for themselves, come demanding what is out of question for the the platform, that Labour set to drive this country forward. Most of them might come there and start seeking what will not benefit anybody but themselves. So it is a very, very welcome arrangement, but let them be careful, because I'm worried if we suffered this just like APC did the last time, and at the end of the day, everything we're doing is the same place, the same corruption, the same kind of people. It will not do us well. And the only hope I have is this very movement is different from that of APC. They might say, oh, it might be the same, because Buhari has been there, struggling. He couldn't do anything. But when he got into this, everybody see them as a second force, because PDP back then was just like it was only them. Imagine during the time of 2011, Buhari got up to 10 million votes and things like that. So, I mean, in today's election, apart from these three major parties, no party can do that, get up to that amount of votes, and don't stand out, So I am well pleased that people are coming into. But one thing, I hope Labour Party is listening to us, because in fact, not I hope, I know they're listening to us, because when one of us made that call for Peter Obi to visit Fela's son, when he did, I said it here that kudos to Niger Watch, because I've not been to any other platform that somebody suggested that and he did that. So that is the difference, because hence we're on their toes. They will be more careful, the way they do things. I think I will leave it there for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that contribution. Of course, they listen to us one way or the other, either they are spokespeople or them themselves. Thank you so much. Before I go to the next person on the panel, I want to appreciate the people in the comment section once again. Keep liking the broadcast, keep sharing, so that other people will know that we're here. If you are just joining us for the first time, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button to be notified anytime we come on air. Thank you all so much. And the dollar sign is there. Please make use of it to support the work in this platform going. We are going to be here hitting it hard, encouraging people to do the right thing. I see somebody asking in the comment section earlier on that if people that are supporting Tinubu and Atiku, if they are bad people, of course, we are not saying they are bad people. This is a democratic platform. You have every right to support who you want to support. But what we are here to do is to make you see reasons why you should do the right thing. Sometimes it's not what your mind leads you all the time. It's always the best. Sometimes people around you can make you to see what is actually good for you. That is what we're here to do, to let you know what is good for you. We are not saying they are bad people. Everybody have every right to support who they want to support. But as far as we are concerned, obedience is I think is the right place to go right now, the way the country is right now. Thank you all so much. We await your support as always. Thank you all. I will go straight to Engineer Ken to give his submission. Engineer Ken, over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Rita. Am I right?
No, this is Iris Finest.
Oh, Madam Iris Finest, how are you?
I'm
Thank you.
good, Engineer
Thank
Ken.
you very
Happy
much.
weekend to you.
Same to you. Same to you. Thank you. Thank you, my co-panelists. Thank you, Nigerians. And thank you, the world. Obi movement now becomes a masquerade, that now drive fears into the heart of the evil politicians. You know, it has been a talks of war that both the APC and the PDP they have become so afraid of Obi movement. First and foremost, they say that Obi has no structure, but they forgot that the people are the structure. Now the people are spoken, and the structure have just started. So now they don't know what to do. My fear is this: I can see that mostly the APC politicians, they will start sponsoring thugs into the OB campaigns. And the group. Structure have just started. So now they don't know what to do. Hello, I'm hearing my voice. I'm hearing myself back.
Hold on, Engineer Ken, please. If you, Mr. Water, pause yourself. Mute your mic, please. If you are not speaking, mute your mic to avoid interruption. Thank you so much. Engineer Ken, you can continue. I think it's been taken care of.
All right. So I can feel that the APC, mostly the APC people, they'll start sponsoring talks that will be causing mayors into the OB campaigns. You know, like the 2 million or 1 million march for OB. They will sponsoring talks that will come in there and start vandalizing government properties. Then they will not label OB group that they are this and they are that. You know, so I want the OB promoters and the OB itself that they should be a guard. You know, they should keep their heads up and watch carefully. You know, whenever they're going out for demonstration. You know, and that one is then. I was saying that I want to really take us back to when Boranai says that it was expecting Wike to decamp from PDP to Labour. To me, it's not necessary. You know, it's not necessary. Decamping or not decamping, you know, that will not stop Obi not to win. That will not stop Obi not to have a fair election. If that election comes 2023, if the federal government want to play Mr. Nice Guys, they should make it fair and clean. If they make it fair and clean, Obi will win all the way. It's going to be Obi 75%. The remaining 25% will be shared for both APC and PDP. Wike doesn't have to decamp. I don't think Wike is going to decamp because Wike is a diehard party's member. He loves PDP to the bone, and I don't think he's going to decamp from PDP to other party. What I think Wike is going to do is this. Wike is going to make sure that come on that day, you know, Rivers State is going to be clean, fair election. That every river person will vote for whosoever candidate that they prefer that will be their president. If it's Obi, they'll go for Obi. If it's Tinubu or Atiku, they'll go for it. That's the only thing that I'm seeing Wike will do. Then when it comes to governmental election in Rivers, Wike will stand tall to make sure PDP remains the next governor of Rivers State. You know. So on another thing again, when Bernard spoke about the fights in one of those states, I think it was Abia State, that the military are killing the civilians. You know, I will not blame the military or neither the federal government. I blame the state governors. You know, the problem that we have in that country, 85% are not from the federal. 85% are from the state. You know, if the state do the needful, I believe Nigeria will be straight. Okay, look at every month. Every month, our governor from Edo State, where I came from, receive over 8 to 900 million naira for security votes every month. Confirmed. So what is he securing in those states? The Boko Haram, the Fulani herdsmen are still busy killing people in Ovia, killing people in Orion, killing people in Wonder. People are missing every day. You know, nothing is done. The security vote money is entering his pocket. That is almost $2 million every month. Entering his pocket for over 6 years now or 7 years. You know, so the federal government are doing the needful. It is state governors that have problems. Even right now in those states, we don't have local government chairman. There's none. So the salary for those local government chairmen and the budget for local government, where is it going to? It's going to the state governors. You know, so when we start talking, you know, so the federal has no problem. It's the state. The other time our governor came out and says that he said that he has no control over the police or the military in the states, that the insecurity is federal, that he cannot tell the police officers to go into the jungles, you know, to look for those killer herdsmen that are around. But the other day, about a couple of weeks back, he banned prostitutes in those states, and he made sure the police were after them every night. We all watch the video clips when the police was arresting them, chasing them door to door. These are the same police that he says that he has no control over. But now he has control over them when it comes to prostitution. So who are they fooling? Us or themselves? You know, these politicians, they are evils. African politicians are evil. They are very, very evil. If you see devil and you see them, you know, run to devil. Devil is your friend than them. Lucifer himself is better than them because they're all chameleons. You know, and we know for sure that Obi movement is a movement that have come to stay. It's going to be Obi all the way. All the way. Nothing is going to stop it. As the day goes by, Obi movement is waxing stronger. You know, and that movement has become a movement that no one can stop. Obi is a very lucky man that God have just picked him among the plenty men that we have. God just single-handedly picked him to be the piloter of this plane. You know, so the Nigerian plane is going to sail well with Obi in it. And Obi promised that it's going to make Nigeria to become a productive nation. You know, that's going to make them to become, and I believe that this man will do it. But my fear will be this. With these evil men, will they allow him to work? That would be my fear. Will they allow him to work? You know, and I want to quickly say something. I want Obi, by the grace of God, if he succeed to be the president of Nigeria, I want him to pick good men from all parties. It doesn't have to be in Labour Party. If there's a good guy in PDP, pick that person. There's a good guy in APC, pick that person. You don't have to be all Labour Party, just like what APC have, from bottom to top or from top to bottom, or APC. You know, you don't want that. Pick men that you believe that are intellectual, men that you believe that they are able, that they have the capacity, you know, to move things, to do things. And I would say someone like Wike has to come in as the Minister of Defense. You know, he has to pick Wike for defense because Wike is a bold man, and Wike is a general by nature, and he's a general by nature, and I believe Wike himself is a militant, you know, by performance. He'll be ready to go into the pricks We're ready to go into the jungle. We're ready to go into the war front to make sure that Nigeria will be safe in security-wise. That will be my submission for now. Thank you so much for this time.
Thank you so much, Engineer Ken, for that delivery, of course. And I want to wish that all these our fights will conquer what we actually want, because we have spoken on the issue of state police. Since the police is the mask that some of these our governors, or not, if not all, they are using as excuse to the citizens. I just hope by the time Obi emerges the power and create the state police for them, I don't think they will have any excuse anymore. And for people saying any little thing, start saying, leave our governor alone, or leave the governor alone. Let me tell you, irrespective of the state the governor is governing, he cannot be left alone, because the day you agree to be in the public office, get ready for praise or criticism. Both are coming straight at you, and you should be able to handle it. Because please mute yourself if you are not speaking, please. Engineer Ken, mute your mic. Thank you. Get ready for criticism or praises if you do well, of course, because you are the driver of that state at that point in time. So people will cry to you. You are like a father in that state at that point in time. So if it's going well, it will go well with. If it's going well, it go well with everybody, and it goes well with you. The praises will come to you, of course. And if it's not going well, your name will obviously be mentioned, whether good or bad. So we should learn to accept it when you hear your governor's name coming in discussions about public issues. We should learn to handle such things. It's not every time they made mention of governor or refer things to them to do, or make example to what they are supposed to do or what they are not doing, or people are crying to them. It's not necessarily insults. I don't think there is any of us that doesn't like our leader, but it's when they are disappointing us, that is where the problem is. And for now, most of the public office holders in Nigeria, our government, they have failed woefully. And that is why we are here. That is what is leading to this discussion. And that is why we are where we are today. Thank you so much. Without wasting much of our time, let's go to the next person in the panel. Is a person of Mr. Otota. Good evening. Thanks for joining us this evening. Mr. Otota, can you hear me?
Good evening, madam. Yes.
Welcome aboard. I don't know if you were here when the article was read and the videos were played.
No, ma'am.
Okay, do you need a bit of recap, or you can catch what we are discussing based on listening to others?
Anyway, thank you, all the panelists.
Mr. Okundaye, is that you?
No, this is Otota, madam.
Okay, because both your voices look alike. I wanted to say that another my panel is changing name today. Sorry for that. We're talking about Labour Party Governor Valentine Ozigbo, ex-gubernatorial candidate that moved to Labour Party, and some other things. If you want me to touch on them, I can touch on them. But go on with your discussion. You have 6 minutes.
Okay, thank you. The Ozigbo that left to Labour Party and said he left because of Peter Obi. He should let Nigeria hear word and understand better life. All the APC and PDP that have been moving from A to B, who do they left because of, or what do they are just there because of their selfish interest. This one saying I left because of Peter Obi, he did not left because he said that Nigeria is bringing Labour Party for Nigerians. So he left just because Peter Obi went to Labour. Okay, if Peter Obi was in PDP, that means we go to PDP. Or if Peter Obi went to AAC, he will have gone to AAC. He did not left PDP or APC, that party because of Peter Obi. He left because he saw that the multitude of Nigeria are now projecting Labour Party as their solutions. So this is where they all now target. There was one they released from prison the other day. He went to Labour Party. Though that was still left because of Peter Obi. I don't. It's from the north. The Buhari said his sin has been forgiven. So we expect. We have said this thing before that people will come to this Labour Party since they saw that this is where a chunk of vote is going to come out from. But they forget to understand that people are not voting for those who just come to Labour Party because a Labour Party is a savior to Nigeria. No. This time around, politics is going to be individual. If you are not good, you come to Labour Party, you will not receive any vote. If you are not good, you remain in PDP, you will not receive any vote. If you are not good, you are in APC, you will not receive any vote. We are not going to be voting candidates, not those multitude come to a party or no. We don't care about that. So people should understand and let no one deceive us that I came to this party because of this man. No, he came to that party because he see it as his next target. So that is what we have to understand. For my brother who said until did not give, he want to ask questions, and what he said the other time, he kept it in his mind. No, what you said the other time, person we are not opportune to correct you or to put rebuke on it. Anytime it's opportune, we have to rebuke you in it. There is nothing to quarrel about. Because to you, you bring your idea. Another person need to counter that idea so that solution. Because people that learn that day, some might still be watching this thing, and you just speak the way you say it, that they think it is like that. By the time another person bring that the same thing and say, no, it is not like this, supposed to be like this, they will not go and wait and know the one to use. You cannot say all celebrity are bad. You cannot say all celebrity are good. Likely, all of us that is commenting here, the time we started for Peter Obi, so we are saying no, they have the candidate, Peter Obi this, Peter Obi that. But later, they change their mind, and they begin to see the reason that people said Peter Obi. Even some our sister even give Peter Obi name, and before they did not give they were not accepting Peter Obi from us. So we all should not take it to be personal that no, he's accusing me of not accusing. My brother did not accuse you, he correct your error. So celebrity, do we not hear that there was one they give whether 5 million or 10 million? He said he will not take, he cannot sell his conscience for money. Everybody cannot follow Peter Obi, and everybody cannot follow Tinubu, everybody cannot follow Suwur, everybody cannot follow Kwankwaso or whatsoever, or Kislimungalu. You must have the one you like, you must have the one you hate, because everybody are fighting. We that is fighting for Peter Obi, are we not fighting because of our interest? Let us not deceive ourselves. Everyone is fighting because of his interest. The interest is, if this thing is good, it will be good for me and my next person. Likely those one who are accepting the bad side, that they see it, if it is good for that person, it will be still good for him. That is why they still accept the bad side. The thing here is, we, the multitude fight for B, believe that if it's good for us, it will be good for entire Nigeria. That is the difference between us and others. So let us not see that all the celebrity must just come to our direction, or because those you call celebrity, they are not, all of them are not performing the same characters or attitude, or having the same attitude, or having the same way of reasoning. So let us not deceive ourselves, and let no one be angry of all this things. Are we hearing me?
Absolutely.
Hello?
We are hearing you. We are hearing you loud and clear.
That is it. For a person who said Wike should leave party, please, people should not have that mind of today I will run to this party, tomorrow if that party is not. Let's no. There is no house that everything is perfect. There is no country, there is no state that everything is perfect. You have good one, you have bad one. What matters? The ability for you to maintain your house, make your house look good. So you can be in Labour, support APC, you support a PDP. You can be in PDP, you support a NPP, you support AAC. That is how life goes. What matters to us is, let this country be good for everybody. If you are in APC, you do good, you will do it for Nigeria. If you are PDP, you do good, you will do for Nigeria. If you are Labour, you do good. If you any party, what matters, if you do good, you do it for Nigeria. And if you still do bad, you do it for Nigeria. So it doesn't matter if you did not leave a PDP, but what matters is the conscience or the ability to do what is right, is what we are needed. Like one brother of a Benue, who we are accusing them of Ajakuta Estate, Ajakuta State. It's not a Labour Party or it's not AAC or other party. I think it was APC. But he stand and said, no, things supposed not to be like this. This is how it has to be. This is what we need. Those are kind of people we need. That those who have good thinking. It doesn't matter the party you belong, but what matters is think good about Nigeria and have the strategy that those things has to work for Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Otota. Am I correct? Otota, right?
Yes, you are correct, madam.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Otota, for that delivery. I can see two new people just joining us, and we lost Mr. Murray. Mr. Murray, if you are hearing me, get back to the panel. It's supposed to be your turn. But before that, let me appreciate the comment section people. Thank you, thank you, thank you for keeping your time with us. Keep liking the program, keep sharing, keep supporting us by using the $ on the comment section, or if you need account number, is there in the comment section as well. Somebody was asking earlier on if you have Nigeria account number, is right there. Any which way that you can support to make this movement on, we will appreciate every support. Nothing is too small. We have to keep sensitizing our people. This 2023, we must take our country back, and that is why we're here, talking to our people, sensitizing them, letting them to know that Nigeria can be better, and Nigeria seems to be the hope of Africa. Many people have been saying it, that when Nigeria gets it right, Africa will get it right. So let's keep the ball rolling. Let's keep talking. Let's keep doing what we know how to do best. Let's keep pushing. At the end of the day, we will have victory. By so doing, we will need your support. As you are always here, you can support by sharing, by liking, and by the $ in the comment section, and the account number right there, as I earlier said. Thank you all so much for keeping your time with us. I will be going straight to the next person on the panel. I see two people just joining us, Gingerbread Man and Tony Africa. Thank you both for connecting with us on this Friday debate. As you all know, we have a program on this platform every day. So our newspaper review 10 a.m. in the morning, Nigeria time, and we have our evening broadcast 5 p.m. every day, and Monday to Thursday, then Friday 6 p.m. Which is the debate. Tomorrow we also come on air, and on Sunday as well. We'll be here every day till the election time, keeping it real and hitting it hard for people to know the right thing to do. Thank you so much. I will go straight to Mr. Gingerbread before I come to Mr. Tony. Mr. Gingerbread, good evening. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Yeah, good evening, my sister. Good evening, the panelists. Nigeria Watch, I greet you all. Thanks.
I hope you know what we're discussing since you're just joining. I don't know if you have been listening in the background or.
Yeah. I'm always at the background. I come in when I have something to share.
All right, just go ahead and make your contribution. You have 6 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe one of the topics of today was the defection of Mr. Valentine Ozigbo from the PDP to Labour Party.
Sorry, Mr. Gingerbread, for coming into your space. Mr. Elvis, if you're there hearing me, let Mr. Murray in. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Gingerbread.
Okay, yes. So that is a very good development, and that is actually what we want. For anyone who says that their interest is actually to see a better Nigeria, and their interest is not selfish. Looking at the Peter Obi's movement, the people's movement, anybody who really is for the people is supposed to join this moving train. And that is what Mr. Val has done, and we welcome him. I listened to him very carefully, and I picked up a few things he said. One of the things he said that was interesting to me was that he said there are so many PDP stakeholders who are obedient, but they are waiting to join the train at an appropriate time. And that is to say, we are still going to see more people that will join this train, coming from either the Labour Party or even the APC, wherever you come from, this is democracy. We will allow you in. But to address one of the fears that one of the panelists has raised here, that these people coming from other parties might come and bring the corruption of the other parties to the Labour Party and therefore truncate our uh, move for a better Nigeria. I differ to say that that will not exactly be correct, because the new Nigeria and the new movement is going to be a movement of the people, where the people will decide. And we, the people, as long as Nigeria Watch, by the grace of God, continues to give us a platform to share our voices, we will continue to speak out. Because one thing we would not like to see going forward is this issue of indirect primaries, where candidates that will be presented by the parties for different electoral positions will be chosen by a few people called delegates. I don't think Labour Party will should encourage that. It should always be by the people. I'm talking about the direct primaries, where even the candidate that will run for the party at any platform will be a choice of the people. So, to address that point, let our heart not be troubled, because when the new Nigeria shall come, everything is going to be for the people and by the people. Now, somebody also referenced Wike, that this is what we want Wike to do if he's really interested in moving Nigeria forward and not selfish interest. I want to believe that Wike might still change the course of the tide to follow the train, because I listened to what Jerry Gana said today, that if PDP is unable to resolve their internal wranglings, they will tell the people where to go. They, Wike, will tell the people, and them will tell. So that tells me that there is a fraction already within the PDP, and there is only one direction that fraction can go, and that is in the obedient way. But because of selfish interest, the governorship election is coming soon in River State. We can explain the politics in order to make sure that his own person would be, the one that will emerge in order for a continuity. But I want to say that the way things are going, more people are going to be obedient. There's a video that's in circulation. I don't know whether you have seen it, about the Kaduna rally, where Erifai said that he will see more than whether 200,000 people or 200 people will come. There's a video going where there are more than up to 1 million people on the streets of Kaduna right now, burning brooms and rejecting the APC. So, my fellow Nigerians, we're on the right course. Let us just continue to sensitize our people, especially educating people about the Labour Party logo, because on that day of the election, Peter B's face is not going to be there. It's going to be Mama, Papa, and Pikin. That is the way to go. And God will help us to achieve our pursuits. Thank you, Niger Watch. I rest my mic.
Thank you, Mr. Ginger Man Bread. Before I let you go, I have a question for you. What can you say about the one of our obedient brother that will showcase his video that was talking about Reno and Deji? Did you agree with him when he said that people should avoid them or stop engaging on their posts and all that? Do you think that's the best way to go, or they should continue responding to these people?
I think on their page, that is on their social media page, right?
Absolutely.
I think those people, they've lost their relevance, and what they are doing is to use the mood of the nation in order to get more views, because they make money out of all those platforms. So it is anytime you go to their page and respond to them, you are giving them views and you're making them relevant. They are going to be relegated to the background of history. So I would encourage that we don't pay attention to them. We should pay attention to how to sensitize the people from the rural to the urban and to the sub-rural and suburban to know who P2B is, what the Labour Party logo is, and we are marching forward. Reno and Deji, the first direct relevance, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gingerbreadman. Without wasting much of our time, I will go straight to Mr. Moriye, that is back on stage. Mr. Moriye, good evening. Thanks for joining us this evening, and happy weekend to you. Good to have you today, and I just want you to deliberate on, I don't know if you actually know how many videos we have played and the articles.
Thank you, my beloved sister, for having me. It's always a delight to be here. I didn't follow from the beginning, but what really captivated my interest was the gentleman, Valentine Ozigbo of the PDP, moving to Labour Party. That was the major caption I saw. If there's any other thing, you can please recap for a few seconds and I'll take it from there.
Yeah, we showcased an article earlier on, Labour Party pleading to Nigerians to give Obi the chance to fix the Nigeria economy, and the speech by the Zambia president, where he was telling the people how some people, I guess in his cabinet, wanted to purchase cars worth $1.8 million, that he was telling them, if the cars that were there before, if they are no longer moving, if their brake is no longer working, if anything wrong with the car, they said nothing is wrong with the car. They just want to purchase new cars. And the guy turned the offer down because he was conscious that the money did not belong to him. So that video was played to show if our leader can have same kind of consciousness to know that Nigerian money is Nigerian money, not their personal money. And the video of a pastor volunteering himself to be on a campaign ground to campaign this time around, because he believed that one good leader can be answer to all the fasting and prayer that Nigerians have been praying. And of course, the last one, one of the obedient brothers saying that Deji and Reno, that Deji worked for Buhari administration for him to get into power. And now he has turned around to be working against Obi and Reno, and urge the obedience to ignore their posts and stop commenting if possible and disengage with them. That's what we have been discussing.
Yeah, thank you very much, my beloved sister. Once again, my greetings to.
Hold on, Mr. Mori. It's like Mr. Evis is talking to us.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Mori. Sorry that I have to take from your minutes. Don't worry, that will be replaced.
No problem at all. You are the boss.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, sir. All right, just want to acknowledge Frank Ono, who just transferred 5,000 naira for us. I just want to say that I received that right away. Thank you so much. We are so grateful for this. Now, God bless you. We appreciate you so very much. Thank you. And over back to you, Madam Irene.
Thank you so much, Mr. Evis. I wanted to actually send a background message before acknowledging him because he's writing, please confirm. So I don't want to announce without confirmation. Thanks for confirming that. Mr. Frank, thank you so much for your support. As I earlier said, if you don't like to use the super chat, the account number is just there, and this person have just been an example of that. You can use that. Nothing is too small to support the platform. God bless you, really good, and may God replenish your pocket. We do appreciate your time and your support always. Thank you so much, Mr. Frank. Mr. Moriye, you can go on.
All right. Once again, thank you, Mr. Evis, for giving us this opportunity to hear our views. Thank you for choosing to be different. A society where people can sell their children for their selfish interests, where people can sell their right for a pot of porridge. Thank you for being a vocal voice for the voiceless Nigerian masses. Greetings to everybody. My beloved sister Irene, thank you for your wonderful job. Our audience across the globe, you are the reason for us coming here every day, or else we won't be able to be here talking to ourselves. Greetings to my fellow panelists. Mommy diaspora on the comment section. Greetings to you all. Please like this video, share to your groups. It will make it go viral. You know, we cannot be talking here, you know, to ourselves. By the time you like and share, it gives us a wider audience. Having said that, I want to go straight to the topic of the day. I was really captivated by the gentleman moving from PDP to APC. For the few people I've listened to, you're already nothing fear of the Labour Party possible hijack. I want to let them know that there is no need for fear. You know, politics is a game of number. We should not mix politics with governance. They are two different things. And the head determines the direction of the body. Not everybody in PDP is bad. Not everybody in APC is bad. This is one thing that is working against my good friend today, Omoyele Sowore. Too much activism in politics. It doesn't work. He's a very good guy. Like the other day, my sister asked me, Sister Irene asked me, you know, somebody, what's my opinion about him? Some people, if you say it's arrogance, you know, it's people's opinion. If you say it's cocky, people's opinion. If you say it's too, he's selfish, people's opinion. But people close to him and himself know that he could see it as a matter of principle. You know, there are people that don't easily want to compromise when it comes to principle. But it doesn't work like that in politics because you need everybody, you know. So when the game of politics is on, it's different from when you are governing people. When you're talking about politics, you talk about your party, you talk about who supports you and who does not support. When you are in government, when you are able to form your government, you don't care who you are. You there representing the interests of everybody, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the Christians, the Muslims, the LGBT, whatever you know they belong to, so long as it's permitted by the law of the land. So this is what governance is all about. So we should not be scared at all. We need all of them, you know, for the movement. Especially now that Labour Party is just a few months old. So we need everybody to come. And I just want to allay that fear. For people trying to see, you see, one thing about PDP and APC, I was opportune to know so much about these two parties. Not everybody, like I said, in PDP are bad. You know, there was a time we tried to we infiltrated the PDP to know exactly what is giving them. You know, are they human beings? Are they so callous that they don't have human feelings? What is it that they are doing the wrong thing and yet the people are supporting them? So we sent people into their folds. We got involved to see what was going on there. We discovered that there are actually people there that mean well for the masses, but they will sometimes have their say, but the majority will always have their way. And again, PDP, you know, as a party, wasn't actually for the people. It was just about for them, for their selfish interest. It's like bringing a white handkerchief. If you dip into a bowl of red oil, it will get stained. So such people were few. It got to a point. We were marked for assassination. We were marked for different things. We were marked for, you know, to be accused of different things. They had a meeting like deposit arms in their houses, call the police to arrest them so that they will be in jail. They will not know where the election will be held. Do you know some good people in PDP? Not even people of our ages, so elderly people. We call us to say, look at the plan. Oh. You know, we know you guys are saying the truth, but we cannot object our people because they will see it as people they will see us as people that are sponsoring you. You know, I can even mention one name here. One Mr. Joe Ejonwele. He's the man representing Esan West, Igwebe, and Esan Central constituency today. You know, that one was at the point was accused of you know, sponsoring me to destabilize PDP. I mean, behold, the man just wanted the truth. Like, oh, these are boys who can groom for the future. You know, PDP did not want to hear that kind of message. Unfortunately, the man representing the then senatorial chairman of PDP then, South Zone, was from my own ward. You know, he accused, he took a John Wele to a meeting like he was accused of anti-party. So the reason why I'm bringing this one is not everybody in PDP can be seen to be bad. I'll give you another example. There's another gentleman as I speak to you. He's the one representing Eastern Northeast, Eastern Southeast, and the other constituency in the House of Representatives. His name is Sergio Sogu. That gentleman sponsors some wonderful, brilliant bills. You know what he said? He said until we get the politician, he sponsored a bill that the politicians' children should stop. They should make a bill to stop their children from going to school abroad, so that they can give more relevance and more attention to our, local institutions in Nigeria. He also made a bill that the idea of politicians going for medical tourism abroad should be stopped. That one is of PDP extraction. But you'll be surprised for somebody to rise up in the house and raise such emotion, you should know the caliber of that person. Now, as I speak to you, the guy was one of the first people to declare his support for Obi and the labor movement. Even while he's still representing, he's a House of Representative member, he's still in PDP. So the reason why I'm bringing all this one in, there's time to build. So there's time to share. Like one of our panelists said the other day, we must be able to cut off the head of the snake first of all, before you think of how to share the body. So my brother made an allusion to making a Wike defense. I'm not against Wike wanting to serve. Wike has not what it takes to be a defense minister. It's not a matter of arrogance. It's not a matter of how much you can shout, or how much you can intimidate people, how much you can bully people. The position of defense is not meant for people like Wike. It's not meant for people that are predictable. Peter, like somebody like Obi cannot even work with Peter Wike. You cannot be two captains in the ship. I know Wike is aware of that, and Peter is even wiser than that. But when we are building, they are necessary. I mean, this is the only way we can. The only way that can destroy PDP and APC is power from within. Power from within, like it happened to them in 2014 or 2015. You could see when about 7 governors of the PDP extraction moved to APC with Atiku, their grand patron. That was how they were able to destabilize themselves. So we need that, and God is doing that for us, in no small measure. See, I can tell you, the people's movement, God has answered our prayer. Obi has a lot of things working for him, not because of the amount of money he has, and not even because of his personality. Personality could be a contributory factor. No, this is beyond Obi as a person. I always say this every day. If you look at the primaries of the two political parties, if you look at the errors they are making, if you look at the infighting, God has answered our prayer. We should not miss this opportunity. This is a golden opportunity for us to get our country back. And this is the hand of work. It's not my power. It's not your power. When we started here, my beloved sister Irene was here with us. A lot of people will come here and let us know the time was too short. There is nothing we can do between 2023. We should make plans for 2020. Was it 2028 or? They will come here with all manner of postulations and all that.
Exactly. The funniest part is many of us are joining not to be shouting obedient right now.
Yeah. So another one they were telling us, another man will come here. If I mention his name, I don't have anything against him. I have his, I love his ideas. He will always come here. He will start from beginning. He will come to the center. He will tell us at the east of APC. But he will also tell you he's in APC, but he knows how bad APC is. He will tell you how bad PDP is. But he want to conclude by telling me we have no option. I was forced to tell him one day, we are not a conquered people. We are not conquered. We are not conquered. We are not slaves in our country. We are citizens. We are supposed to determine what we want. The man probably could be hearing me right now. He will tell you he knows the PDP is bad. The APC is bad. But there's nothing we can do. I'm like, this is not. Another one will come here and tell me, I think our gentle is my brother from the. He will always want to tell you, no matter what we do right now, no matter what we do, we cannot make any change. It's still going to be PDP and the APC at the end of the day. He went as far as telling me one day, I should mark today's date. We'll come back here as a reference point. I said, no. If PDP wins at the end of the day, you have not written anything different. The purpose of this platform is to make a difference. And thank God the CEO, my brother Epis, was actually in support of this project. This has always been our vision and our mission. If PDP wins, if you come here to tell me Tinubu has a lot of money to spend, Atiku has looted so much to spend. They will bring dollar and buy vote. You've not told me anything different. If you are coming here to tell me at the end of this day it's going to be between APC and PDP, you have not said anything different. And this is not what this platform was. I mean, what brought me to this platform is how do we change the status quo? How do we change this narrative? How do we make a difference? You know, it might not be today, you know, how do we lend our voice, you know, to let them know that enough of this shenanigans of PDP and APC. I can say today, Elvis was saying yesterday or 2 days ago, even if this is the most he can do, that he will be happy that he has done enough. I think I belong to that school of thought. If this is the little we have achieved, to let PDP and APC know that enough of this nonsense, enough of this shenanigans, enough of this do or die affair, enough of this, no matter what you do, we're still going to be there. Enough of this Emiloko, I think I'm fulfilled. Whether Obi wins or not, this movement has come to stay. Forward ever and backward never. And again, this is the time to build. Let them come on board. You could see when Buhari came on board, people were already remitting, I mean, were refunding their extra allocation to, I mean, budgetary allocation to their various ministries. Why? Because of what they saw between 83 and 85 during Indiagbo. Little did we know that the really head of that administration, the pillar, the backbone of that administration was actually Indiagbo. So what I'm trying to say is, no matter who is coming into PDP, the baggages, the corruptions, the shenanigans in PDP will not come with them. If Labour will not accept it. Thank God you listened to that video that was played of that gentleman from, was it from Kenya or so, who was asked to buy SUV, who was given a paper to sign. You know, look at it like, what is wrong? I can't sign this. Even when he was supposed to benefit from it. That is what leadership does. Leadership decide the direction of where to go. Obi said the other day, if I'm not taking money, if I'm not taking, my followers will not take. If I'm working, nobody is asking me questions. It means they are not worthy to work with me. I love people that will tell me, Master, I believe in what you said, but why could not try this way? You know, you don't want sacrifice around you. I think that is the hallmark of a good leader. So, no matter who is coming into Labour, don't be scared. That gentleman, Valentine Ozigbo, is one man I respect. I don't have respect for PDP. I don't have respect for APC. But I have respect for some individuals in these two vampire parties called APC and PDP. That man, you could see the resistance. They didn't want, just like when Obi came into Anambra, they didn't want that man to come. You could see the court cases. They sponsor people within his party, taking people from the same party with him, were taking him to court just because of what he stands for. I'm not close to the man, but I can stay from what I've heard from him. You know, he's a man of, credibility. And those are the kind of people we need. Like this Just Ogu, who is in PDP at the moment, without, minding the fact of being accused of anti-party activity. You know, he's lending his words, for the people. A good leader must be able to test the political temperature and the pulse of his people. People are crying. People cannot go to their beds with their 2 eyes closed. People that are not sure of where their next meal will come from. The students are at home, they don't know when they're going to resume. Their parents are tired. People are losing their job at a supersonic rate. So, insecurity in the land. Nobody is sure of the next 1 hour. The next neighbor is a suspect. People are just tired. The few people are in PDP that have the muscle, that have the guts and the courage to say enough of this nonsense. I cannot condemn them because of what they stand for. This was the message I was trying to tell my friend, comrade Omoyele Sowore. Omoyele Sowore feels if Obi is from PDP, automatically Obi will be bad. He will always tell you Obi was the vice to Atiku. If Atiku had won, probably, who knows? If Obi might be there, seeing the atrocities in PDP, he might not be happy, but he doesn't have the wherewithal, he doesn't have the power, he doesn't have the single voice to turn it around because they will see him as an enemy. They'll give him a personal not grantor. So, it is there. It is nothing wrong to be in PDP. But what is wrong is to be consumed by the evil in PDP. You can come out, you can be a PDP member and decided, you might be too. Somebody can repent. If Saul was one called, Paul was one called a Saul, or Saul was one called a Paul. There's always a turning point. So let them come on board. It's a game of number. We need everybody. But what don't think we cannot allow in Labour is the shenanigans, the corruption, the share the money syndrome, coming from PDP and APC. On this note, I rest my case so that I don't take too much time. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Murray. You know, it's always just as I told Mr. Machiavelli earlier, sometimes there are some people that will be talking, you will not just feel like stop listening to them. Same thing, Peter Obi. I have that passion with the man. I can listen to that man all day. So thank you so much for the brilliant
I don't know if I can have 1
contribution.
record to just say something about Deji and Reno. Please, just 1 minute will be enough.
Okay, just be fast because I need to go round again. I know you have
Yeah,
another
I'll
time, but
be
just
very
keep
fast.
on time. All
Yeah,
right.
as for Deji was the youth leader of PDP. So he contested, but he couldn't win. So he was actually for Atiku. So the Reno boy, the Reno mockery of a person is also a stooge of Atiku. So somebody saying they should not, you don't want to follow them, that is good. But then when you allow too much lies to fly for too long, they will be seen as a fact. So whether you follow them or not, there's something they say. There are situations where silence can be golden. You listen to them, you just ignore them. But when you allow such lies to fly for too long too, it will begin to resonate with people. People will begin to see them as fact. That is the reason why you should not follow them. Always scatter them at every available opportunity you have. Punish them with the truth. They cannot. Those people now have nothing to tell me. From the beginning of PDP to the end, there's nothing you can tell me about PDP from 1999 now. APC were instrumental to the formation of APC, thinking that we're going to use APC to counter PDP. Little did you know that we're breeding even a bigger monster. Thank you very much. Don't ignore them, counter them, and punish them with the truth. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Omori. So that is another opinion entirely. Somebody earlier said he prefer to ignore them. Mr. Omori said don't ignore them, flog them with the truth. I will go straight to Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony Africa. Good evening, Mr. Tony. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Tony, all the way from Germany. Good to have you this evening, Mr. Tony.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for letting me in. For your effort, and then I want to thank everybody that are obedient or whatever. I really thank all of now for for the effort, for your efforts, so far, So we might be supporting other political party or whatever, but we're all we're all working for for a better Nigeria, So, but so how do I start now? So should I start with the Ozigbo's the campaign Ozigbo?
Mr. Tony, I make a recap for Mr. Murray earlier. I don't know
I
if you
know.
follow it.
No, I'm just asking which. So what should I start from? So where should I start from? Should I
You
start
are
from?
you are
From
very
Ozigbo?
free to start. You are very free to start as you wish, and
Okay.
but you have 6 minutes. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much, sir. That is very great. Thank you, sir. So Ozigbo the campaign, is just like it's very useless. It's useless in the sense that when political parties are, first of all, we all live abroad. Most of us here, at at least 99 or 95% of us live abroad. We know exactly how things are, how things goes. So Nigeria has no political system. So that is why people, and then there's no political ideology. So people cannot just move from whatever, and they go and they join a political party without without fulfilling some conditions like shared interests, things like political ideology, what do you stand for, and then how do you want the country to be governed, you know are you in the softer area, or like capitalist or socialist ideas, or how do you want to take care of the like education for education or whatever. So all those kind of things, like foreign policy, that if you are okay, are you going to be non-aligned, aligned country forever, or you want to be aligned with one of the greatest powers like Russia, especially. Russia is a good country. So then then some people will say, okay, no, we want to align with England. Some will say, okay, we will align with Russia, and then we align with England also. So stuff like that. That's what we call a political ideology, like a free education, or the other party will say no. The other people will say, no, so we don't want free education. We want people to pay for their education. But at the so at the end of the day, then I think there should be something to fall back to if you voted this people in. So like, well, you see, when people are joining political parties or the campaign is like should be a forbidden fruit for for politicians, because this is very on a rare occasion that we see people moving from political party to another party in the Western world. It's very, very difficult. You know what I'm saying. So the campaign or joining a political party in Nigeria is all about their personal interests, what they're going to get at the end of the day. So you see, then they will be hanging around with all the political parties, so that at the end of the day, whichever wins, then they will be guaranteed a political, position or ministerial, whatever you call it. So that is why the whole thing just tire me. That all this work on and they work so, because not be me, me I know they work anything now. Now they work, now they try away, now not they sleep, especially the CEO. You see, so like they said this platform now we take promote Obaseki that time, but look at what we got now. And then you go to this Buhari now. My family also voted for Buhari that time. It is the late Buhari. He was a very nice guy. So they said that, oh, Buhari will do this, will do that. Remember, I still remember because I was already 14 years old, 1983, or almost 15 years. And then I know that that those taxes, everybody have to this Nigeria flag, what's being displayed everywhere. If you go to the bus stop, everywhere is clean. You go to Lagos, this Western Avenue, this is shopping, this is shopping like everything. Every bus stop is clean,
Mr.
like,
Tony,
yeah.
can you tell us why did you think Mr. Valentine going to Labour Party is useless?
Yeah, because every other political gladiators that are moving from party to party, it's all the same thing because there's no basis, no foundation. Let me be using small language. We not get foundation. When would they work from? And then now we not get institutions to guide people, so that if you get institution, let's say, I mean, we look, we have no court, we have no justice system in Nigeria. We have no political system in Nigeria. Even that is why today, when they are even banning this, or revoking license of AIT and then a silver bed, then that they didn't pay tax. Pay tax to who? To who? Do you have a government, a government in Nigeria to be paying tax to? If people say no, there's something like government. Okay, there's something like government. Why is there nothing like a road? Why is there nothing like a security that you have to build your house? You have to fend for your water. Right now, this Nigeria Watch is broadcasting now with with a generator. So, okay, what do you get back from the government then to show that okay, there's a government in place? There's no government in place. That's the first thing that we have to agree on on first before we can know how to move the country forward. So when I say that there are lack of institutions also now, so okay, who will organize this election? Not be those institutions who not be this minister of finance now, this Alhaja, where it say they send money to neighboring country to help them, and the president of that country say no, they're not sending any money to us. So then another one they said okay, the governor sent some cash to the other country. This governor that said that the gold in a Zamfara belong to them, that the oil went there for Oromo local government, that oil is for them. And then so and then nobody is to checkmate this people. Look at Sadia. He spent $2 billion on they say I give to people, the people that are vulnerable in the society, people will not get money, so I give them. It did not. That the people went there for South, they don't need any help because they are people, they get people abroad. What kind of country is that? What kind of country is that can organize an election, a country where can't even oil, the quantity of oil that is being taken out for the country. And
Mr.
said, yes. So we cannot organize an election. And hold on, please. Let me land a bit. So we cannot organize an election. That's the plain truth. So then, if we cannot organize an election, how do we do then? If you bring Peter Obi Peter Obi is also part of the political class that are be on various political parties, from ABGA to this to PDP, and then Peter Obi also has no political ideology. Otherwise, he could have set up his own political party, like Showore did. So if people like Showore are decamping right now or are cooperating with Peter Obi, who is half, 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 because people now all of us say a good man, but me are not certain. I will give her like 40%, but let him work with the Mogalu, them Sowore, and all those new corner like them Dele Momondus, all those people. They should be able to form, a kind of group that will give us hope that okay, that if we start this people, they can be able to checkmate the so-called electoral commission, which is beyond. I mean, there is something that can work. Look at Malami, Minister of Justice, taking all the whole money away. Somebody was caught last time with 88 billion. Nobody is talking. So what are the institutions
Can I
that
correct
is going to
Tony?
take
Tony is feeding people with misinformation.
Hold on, Mr. Mori. There is something I want to tell Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony, I deliberately leave you to finish your submission. Let it not be that I'm interrupting you, but you notice you digress a lot. I allow you because I understand the passion. I feel the passion, and anytime I listen to you, I know you feel the pains of why Nigeria is the way it is. Nigeria's situation is frustrating. Actually, everybody is feeling that way. But Mr. Murray have a question for you or correction or something. Mr. Murray, I'm going to give both of you 2 minutes for this because more people just joined the panel and they also need to talk. You can ask him the question or correct any misinformation you think he must have
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. He had some valid points, but he was dabbling here and there. At a point, he was neither here nor there. He became a bundle of controversies and contradictions. You started by saying a lack of ideology in Nigerian politics. Don't forget, since 1999, he's been PDP. From 1999 to 2016, 2014, it was PDP all through. So they will tell you they don't know ideology in Nigerian politics. Is about the road, I build road for you, I build bridges for you, I build water for you. That is not ideology. They want to tell you, like, I don't know how long you have been living in Germany or in the Western world. You cannot be more Western than the West itself. Even in America, even in Germany where you live, it comes to a time where you have the political ideologies, parties, and Republican and Democrats, when it comes to national issues, they have what they call bipartisan policies. And you see a Republican agreeing with a Democrat. So you cannot compare democracy of how many years with Nigerian, they used to call it national democracy. Don't forget the
thank you, because you said that is 2 minutes.
Let me land,
thank you, my brother. Thank you, because of the 2 minutes.
Mr. Tony, hold on. Let him finish. You have not even dropped the question. Just wait. He's explaining something.
I'm correcting the erroneous impression. Don't feed our people. Don't mislead our people here.
Mr. Amado, you don't even know about what is called bipartisan.
I have a question for you.
I said, let him land. Let him finish. I will give you time to respond. Let him just finish. Mr. Mori, go ahead.
Even in the so-called America, where we try to copy our democracy from, it comes to a point where Republican will agree with some Democrats in the House. When it comes to national issues, they call it bipartisanship in politics. No matter the ideology of the party, the Democrat and the Republican, they come together and say, I agree on this. That was why you saw late Mikel of blessed memory, if coming out to say I'm not going to support Donald Trump. He supported the Democrat. And when it comes to health, when it comes to this, what do you have to deliver? We have not grown. We are growing to that level. But I want to even tell you, I want to correct everything you are making. Institutions you're talking about, strong institutions are key to, egalitarian society. They are key to effective governance. But strong institutions does not emanate from the sky. They don't come from heaven. It takes leadership. It takes good political leadership. It takes political leadership with sincerity of purpose to build institution. Institution does not build human beings. Human beings, good leaders build institutions. So don't come here and misinform our people. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Tony, do you have anything to say? You want to respond? I give you 1 minute for that.
Oh, please, I thought you said 2 minutes, please, because this guy just said too many aspects of political.
I said 2 minutes for both of you. Okay, just go ahead. I give you 2 minutes. Don't exceed 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me be very fast now. Mr. Moro, I respect you so much. I know that you are, you are so vocal towards, having a change in our country. Let me just tell you something. You don't know anything about politics at all because I'm living in Germany, where many parties, different political parties, they are still governing till today. Whether they belong to the socialists or the capitalists, they do work together. Even in England, you cannot just erase any welfare something. So because the institutions are there to guide to guide the people. So political ideologies, but you don't need to switch from a party to party. You can work together. You can partner together. Okay, like this, here right now, we have the Green Party and the Social Democrat and the other parties. They are working together here. They form a government. So when we talk about okay, they want to impose this coronavirus on people like me now, I don't want to take it. So they said that it will be that the penalty will be about 3,500 euro. So, but luckily, it's only made for people who are 60 years and above. And then, so then we now that are younger now, we are very happy that we're not, so we're not going to be involved in taking this their killer, whatever they call it, So political ideologies, and the institutions must be there. The institutions were there before in Nigeria. Let me correct that your impression there, okay? Okay. So these institutions were there. They have killed it because a certain. I mean, I don't know how to. This country, we have no political system. We have no political structure to take care of a good, of good candidate. That's why those candidates that are not big in the political class should come together to what it will be before we can, before I can see that Obi can be able to make any good, because otherwise he's part of the political class, and then he has participated in the killings of a lot of people. We saw the people when he was a governor. 114,
Mr. Tony,
innocent people were massacred under the. So the same thing.
Mr.
So
Tony,
we
Mr.
need people like
Tony,
Sowore. We need people like
Mr.
Sowore.
Tony, can you
Yeah.
listen to me?
Yes, sir.
Now you think that Mr. Peter Obi is not the right person for the job. Who do you think he can fix Nigeria among the candidates that are contesting right now?
No, I mean that my wish is that people like Mongalu, those people like Sowore and the Dele Momodu, they should come and
Yes,
work with.
Mr.
They can come and
Tony,
work with Obi.
they are
Obi
not
is not
those
100% okay because.
listen, Mr. Tony, or I give the space to
Okay.
another person. Those
Okay,
people
sorry.
are not running right now. I am
Yeah.
asking you question on the people that are on the race right now. Who do you think he can fix Nigeria if you think Obi cannot fix Nigeria?
Yes. Thank you very much. The people must not be running. Them Sowore and the Mogalu and
Mr.
all those
Tony,
people.
you know what? I don't think in fact, it's so frustrating when somebody is trying to
Okay,
take you to the
let me
point
give you a
where
straight.
we are.
Let me just give you
You
a straight
keep
answer.
leaving the point.
Straight answer. Okay, for me right now, because the country is too big now for one president or whatever to govern, because where we are talking about where he belongs.
You are still not answering my question. We have at least 5 visible candidates right now. We have Peter Obi, we have Atiku, we have Tinubu, we have Kwankwanso, we have Sowore. Those are the visible ones. We have more out there. Who do you think he can fix Nigeria if you think Peter Obi cannot fix Nigeria?
Yeah, okay. I choose Sowore then straight on because it's one of the because it's one of us. He came from abroad, and then all what they have been fighting for is what all of what we are looking for. So he has the answer to our problem, and he has been working with Sahara Reporter for 20 years or 15 years, try to make the difference in Africa, all over Africa, up to Kenya, Ghana, everywhere. Even Ghana is not working. Also, you see that the Commonwealth game.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. Thank you. I will come back to you again if you are still there. Thank you. I think somebody asking in the comment question, Mustafa Abdullahi Bako. I would like to have you in the panel. You are asking how you can join. Click on the link in the comment section. There is a link there. It will take you straight to the panel. Thank you. I see 2 people just join us. Mr. Charles, thanks for joining us. Mr. CM, it's been a while. Thanks for joining us today. You're a bit late. You're welcome. I will come back to you after I finish with Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Charles. Thanks for joining us today. I don't know if you If you have been following us in the background or you are just connecting with us straight, if you need a recap.
I've not been following. I just connected now. All I have hearing is I just listened to one or two people. So, but I've not been
Okay,
following.
we're actually talking about the former PDP gubernatorial candidate Valentine Ozigbo that just dumped PDP for Labour Party, and he said the only hope that Nigeria have right now is Peter Obi, and also said people are saying that a Labour Party don't have structure. He was one of the structure. He was once one of the structure in PDP. Now that he have brought his own structure to a Labour Party, and we also played a video earlier where one pastor was encouraging people and promised to be on the campaign ground, that a good leader might be answered to all Nigerian prayers. And one of our brother complaining about Deji and Reno advising the obedience to disengage in their social media activity, or if possible, they should stop commenting on their posts. And a speech from a Zambia president where he was making reference of how he was supposed to sign $1.8 million just to purchase a vehicle for him and some of his cabinets, which he declined because he was conscious to know that the country's money doesn't belong to him. So what can you say about these things? You have 6 minutes.
Yeah, Valentine was the former PDP gubernatorial candidate. Coming from PDP to Labour Party, I think it's a good development. And there's something we must understand. We all live in overseas, in the Western world. For someone to be in another party doesn't mean that the person is really bad, because the problem we have in Nigeria is most of these people, they are too partisan. They defend their parties so much, even if their parties are doing the worst. But in the Western world, it doesn't matter your party. What matters is national interest. When it comes to national interest, it doesn't matter where you came from, because health is a national interest. Education is a national interest. The welfare of the citizens are national interest. And so many of them, when it comes to all these things, it doesn't matter your party, because what you need is good governance for your people to be comfortable. But in our country, if someone is in another party, we must make sure that we stop this, because for one can be in PDP and he will be sponsoring good bill, like the other guy said, the man from PDP that sponsored that bill that would stop the children of politicians and the politicians to go for health care in overseas, and their children to study in overseas. Those things are good. The person is from PDP. Those are national interests that would help the country. When we see people like that, we can see that these people, yeah, it's true that they are in PDP, they are in APC, but they still have they still have the Nigerians at heart. Obi can also associate with all political parties, but within them, he know that he has never been comfortable with what they are doing, and be looking for a way to see what he can do, because sometimes there are many of them who are in different parties, but because they are there, they can't do much, and they'll be looking for a way to see if they can do something to change the narrative. That's how it is. That's how it is in Western world. We stop condemning people when they have one time or two time or once in a while associated with other parties. Because of that, we cannot pay attention to what their plan is and what they want to do because of their association with this other political parties. I think we should stop it and check very well if these people are coming up with something. That's very, very important. And again, I think like the pastor who said that he will campaign for good governance. We have a problem in Nigeria because many of these pastors, they are quiet. They don't want to speak out, and some of them are speaking out. Even if you don't have a political party you are supporting, but you can come out and tell your congregant, look, the Nigerians have suffered a lot. Give them the example of whom they should vote. Any leader who cannot do this or do that or do this or do this is not qualified to be a leader. Not to come out on the pulpit and tell us you are not supporting it. But like I was listening to Adeboye, he was not straight in that his comment, because as a leader, your duty is to direct your congregant. Yeah, you may not say vote Tinubu, vote Obi, vote APC, vote, but you must have a direction. Look, Nigerians, I'm not supporting any political party or any candidate, but look at what we want. If any of these candidates you have checked them, they cannot tell us where they are coming from. They cannot tell us where they have done this or that. Like when you are applying for a job, you put your CVs, you put your resume, and your resume, you must have a reference. If such a candidate does not have these things where we can say, let us go and check if what he's saying is truth, if he has handled power or public fund or this in time past, and his record, if he cannot do that, if in 20 years or 30 years, back in 30 years, who was this person that today has become richer than a country, richer than a state? Who was he? If we cannot have such record, don't vote for that person. But many of them are not. They are just, trying to play on the gallery. I love that pastor who say it, and that's how to measure integrity. How to measure someone who has the heart of his people at heart, not someone who always come and play on the gallery. You don't want to make an enemy. You don't want, you just pretending. I don't like those things. And again, the mockery and the Deji, these guys, we know them for a long time. We know what they are doing. We know where they belong, and we know that they are supporting Atiku, because I listened to Omokri. There was one video I listened to Omokri, Helen Peter Obi. Then ask myself, the same Ramadan Omokri, Helen Peter Obi, what happened now? What has Peter Obi done to him that made him now he can speak ill about Peter Obi? He can speak ill about his supporters. What has he done now? What has changed? The same Peter Obi, he was Helen. He has done this, he has done that. What happened? Deji, honestly, all of them, they are best of the same feather. They supported even Deji. I think he was once worked with a APC, if I'm not mistaken, because all of them go to Showore. They went. Good luck. Jonathan they think he wasn't doing well. All of them, they come up on the air, on the social media, on the road, and they protested against Jonathan, which I know then Ashewaju Bola Tinubu and some Yorubas, they thought their thought was that Good Luck have sidelined them. That is why they come, not because Good Luck has done very bad, but they thought that he has sidelined them. So I think now what Nigerians need, what we should talk about is not this playing on the gallery, talking, looking for who to, blackmail. What Nigerians should focus is who will take us away from this mess that we have found ourselves, Buhari and his government, APC, has put in Nigeria into. That's what we should be focusing on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Charles, for that delivery. Before I go to Mr. CM, I want to appreciate more people in the comment section. Some are just joining us, and some has been there, staying with us from the beginning. Thank you all so much for staying with us. Please continue to share and like. Many people will watch this video after. Just keep sharing. If you're a first timer here, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, and the dollar sign is right there in the comment section. Please support the platform so that we can continue to do what we're doing to sensitize the people, educate the people. And if you don't like using the dollar sign, account number is right there in the comment section. You can make use of it. I can see Chocolate Edo. Thanks for joining us this evening. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you for coming through. Edo, you're late. Now, Sam, Onka Ebuka Collins Ebuka, thank you for coming. Victor Ikwamusa, Osaye Mary Monday, thank you for joining us this evening. Ozigbo Wilfred, I see you right there. Jennifer Cobb, thank you for joining. Martina Obasuye TV, thank you for coming. Papa Fritas, thank you so much. Mustafa Abdullahi Bako, thank you for coming. Omori Jonathan, Clifford Kingsley Osayi, thank you so much. I see you all right there. Thank you for always supporting Niger Watch platform, for always coming through to listen for what we're doing here. And we're also learning from you guys in the comment section. Thank you all so much. Keep following us as we continue to keep the program forward. Frank Winke, I see you right there. Clifford Kingsley Osai, I think I mentioned your name before. Thank you all so much. Amechi in the fair, I see you right there. Thank you. God bless you all for joining. Mr. CM, oh my God. Before I just continue with you, I can see somebody just give us a super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Sivanus. God bless you for your support. We really appreciate all you guys are doing. Many of you are supporting us by sharing, by hitting the like button, and others are supporting with the super sticker. I want to encourage you to follow the movement, support us with the super sticker, wherever you have. It's called dollar sign, but it takes any currency. Thank you all so much. Eme Etuk, I see you right there. Thank you for joining us. I go Mr. Ivy.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just wanted to come in. I'm not sure if everybody have contributed, but I just wanted to let everyone know that we should be rounding up in the next 10 to 20 minutes from now, so that you can know how to work with your time. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ivis. Yes, I will be going straight to Mr. CM. Mr. CM is the last panelist to contribute, while I gave you people 1 or 2 minutes more to submit your closing remark. Mr. CM, you have 5 minutes to make your contribution, while I go and give with you 2 minutes. Thank you, Mr. CM. The floor is yours.
Good evening, and thank you very much. And good evening to the rest of the people on the panel, and then those listening from wherever they may be. Good evening from the land of the Queen. I think the headline that Valentine Ozigbo, former PDP gubernatorial candidate in Anambra State during the last election of last year, switched party, joined the popular movement anyway, Labour Party, saying the reason was he want to be with P2B. Yes, it's a welcome development. If he said he joined Labour Party, well, of course he joined Labour Party, but he emphasized P2B. That's what I keep telling people, that there's what they call the power of personal example. In the Western world, a leader does not just come and say, I will build the aircraft, I will build the 10 airports, build seaports, build all this. Those things are taken as given. because the money is there for you to do it. If the money wouldn't be enough, you can raise tax. That's why in US or in the Western world, their politics is always tax cut, tax increase, tax rebate, tax this. Because the people, you raise the money from the people. But what they want to know is the person coming, what is the character of the person? Has the person been maybe a criminal before? What can they say about the character? So that is what Peter will be the difference. You cannot put Peter Obi and Tinubu in the same on the same scale. Tinubu is just a made thief, which we all know. I mean, up to today, he's still stealing from Lagos State. You can't put Peter Obi and the Atiku and then wear them. All you need to do is to go and read my watch written by Obasanjo or ask Obasanjo to give you a testimonial. That is the way to do it. So him coming over to Labour Party because of P2B is the best thing. Is one of the best things that has happened to Labour Party in recently. Although there are, and I heard people say something about some professional critics, something like the Jade Yonju and Reno Omokri. Meanwhile, Reno Omokri does not have any integrity the way they say it. Reason being that in America, Reno Omokri uses the name Wende Simlin. I want some people to note this down. And he has entered into the he has been charged in America for one thing or the because of this name. So all these people we have a multiple identity and they come home and then be multing this and that. We all know them. The Jade Yonju that is talking of a betting with $10,000 that somebody P2B will come distant third. If the Jade Adeyonju is listening, or if somebody could tell him, the University of Ibadan College of Medicine is looking for people with dollar to come and help them and rebuild the school. Let Deji donate that $10,000 there. An Igbo man from Anambra State, Dr. Philip Uzua, donated $1 million, which is more than 700 million naira. I'm repeating it here, $1 million. So if Deji can give his $10,000 to University of Ibadan, that will be better than coming to mess himself up. These are people, political jobbers looking for who to devour. So the thing is, my advice to members of Labour Party or B movement is do not pick any discouragement. A lot of people will be coming with different types of allegation to weigh you down, to confuse you. Some may even fabricate anything under the sun. I mean, we're just beginning. By the time the campaign starts in September up till December and January, you will hear a lot. People will even tell you they can even bring a different color of children, maybe some white, some black. Say these are P2B's children outside wedlock, and they will sponsor some ladies. You come and say, I was P2B, abandoned me since 20 years ago when he was in Anambra, he pregnanted. You will hear stories like this. You will hear it because they are not ashamed. Then somebody will just come and say, P2B took my money when I was this, or P2B wanted to use me for ritual, he couldn't work. You will hear this. These are even they are small. So let us brace up for what is to come. We know. But the annoying thing again is that in a country that is almost that has almost collapsed, Nigeria is a failed state. Rather than rally around P2B so that he can resurrect the country and see what he could do to help about 200 million people. People are still wanting to pull it down. Tell me, how much low can Nigeria go? You borrow money to go and build railway in Niger Republic free of charge. You dash them money when ASU, your university has been closed. Your students are at home since February. Is that not a shame? And somebody is putting his life on the line to come and help. Yet you see people even kicking him, backbiting him, kicking, antagonizing him, saying all sorts of nonsense. So sometimes you wonder, what really do Nigerians want? They are
Excuse me,
suffering.
sir. Can I say something?
No, hold on, let him finish. Who is
Okay,
that?
so I don't know. Okay, so you now start to wonder, what really do Nigerians want? The poverty capital of the world, electricity all over even when when we don't have they say there's electricity, people don't have light. Now it's official that has been shut down completely. Petrol, you can't even at the expense. Niger Watch could tell us what he goes through to be able to say to put this platform on air. So all these things, and the end, somebody is coming to say, look, I will do it, and I've done it before. This is me. Go and verify. Yet some people, because of, I don't know, Even if you go to Tinubu, he gives you 100 million. What of the about 50 million people that you did not give? Let me tell you why they make, let people should hear this. Why people make the Western world, especially Europeans, why they make secondary education up to 18 years of age free. The reason why they make it free is that if you do not, those people you left behind will be a threat to you after you must have gone to Harvard, come back and be working in oil company. They make it. See, bandit is in the north today. Or Almaji, any terror, even Al Qaeda want to recruit in the north. It's easy because the people are there. They are not. They don't educate them. They are Almajiri begging. So all you need to do is you give them biscuit or whatever and carry them, indoctrinate and one this thing into them, and then they start to proliferate. So this is why the West, they make sure that everybody goes to school. If you can't go to school, you learn a trade. This is what P2B want to bring in, and yet people are still making noise. If you go and collect money from Tinubu or from Atiku, then you buy Jeep, build mansion. Won't you go to the market? By that time, they will tell you, oh, from Kaduna to Abuja, don't drive there. Abuja to Mina, no, don't pass through there. Akure to Ibadan, why did you pass through? With all your money. Because those people you left behind, you stole their future, and now the people dealing with you. So I think I will stop so far because the issue of P2B, when I start saying it, I become so much annoyed. It's annoying. Yet people, Nigerians cannot see beyond their nose. People are still looking for tribalism, oh, sectionalism, oh, now this is this, oh, this is the, this is a candidate that the world is waiting for to come and rescue you, and yet they are still talking because Atiku will give money. The Tinubu will bring bullion van and then pay you in dollar. After all, he paid the delegates in dollars, so he can change 1 billion naira and start to share. After that, what happens? The child that is 10 years today, in the next 5 years, it becomes 15 years. Do you think that child must look for something to do? That's why Nigeria is in a mess where it is today. That's why we are in the mess we are, and then people are not even thinking of that. With all your billions, you can't settle in Nigeria. Look at the north; they are afraid to go back to their states of origin. Everybody comes in Abuja or anywhere. All these politicians. Why? Because the people you left behind, there is nothing you could do. They must find a way to eat. Either they arrest you
Thank
or they
you.
kidnap you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. CM. I understand your passion. It's like that. Sometimes when you get into a Nigeria issue a little deep, you just keep going. You remember more things and it keep flowing. Thanks for your contribution. I will come back to you for closing remarks. R. Mustafa Abdullahi Bako. Good evening, and where are you joining us from?
Good evening, my name is Al Mustafa Abdullah Bago. I'm joining you from Abuja.
Oh, good to have you today. I always like to have people on the ground. I mean, people that are from Nigeria in the debates. And is it your first time of joining us?
But this is my first time of joining.
Oh, good to have you. Good to have you. Have you subscribed to our channel?
No, but I'll subscribe after I'm done.
Thank you so much. Please try and do so. I would like to hear from you. I saw you earlier in the comment section. I believe you have been following us
Yes, ma'am.
with what we are discussing. So, what can you tell us? What's your contribution?
Right now, my contribution on all these candidates is that the problem we're having mostly in Nigeria is insecurity. Let's leave about this economic problem we're into now, especially in the north and some places in Nigeria. We need somebody that has like knows the security, like knows about Nigeria security and has tackled it before and knows how to tackle it before now, and understand the situation of Nigerians, what they're going through. I will pick each of the candidates to explain how I understand them and to give my remark on who I think the people should vote for, who the people should try to understand better. First, I'm going to start with Peter Obi. Peter Obi, we not doubt him. He did a lot to Anambra State, and He make Anambra one of the best economy. I cannot doubt that, and I cannot I will give him a thank you for that and stuff like that. But right now we need somebody that understand the security problem in Nigeria right now. Somebody like Ongoso, who has been the former defense minister and knows the situation. When he was the governor of Kanu, we are having the challenges about security issues, bandits and stuff like that. But when he became the governor of Kanu, we never even heard anything like that up to now. Talk less of bomb blasts, gunshot and stuff like that. We are Kanu is part of the northwest, part of the states that are having security challenges before. But when he became the governor of Kanu,
Oh my God, I think we just lost the guy. That should be Nigerian network. Anyway, let's move on. I don't know if we can have him before we go around for our closing remark. Let's just go to the next person right now. For our closing remark, I'm going to be giving you 2 minutes for this closing remark. Mr. Scott, are you there? You have your 2 minutes for closing remark. Mr. Scott, can you
Okay,
hear me?
thank you very much. Yes, I'm
Okay.
here. I can hear you. Yeah, okay. For the 2 minutes, right, or 20 minutes?
2
Let me not
minutes.
do what introduction is. Okay, thank you very
Just
much.
20 minutes.
We see for my 2 minutes, I just want to give advice to the listening Nigerians. They said a word is enough for the wise. If we really want a better future or a better living after 2023, we really have to know what to do. And to everyone outside the country, I would also like to, sometimes it is good we take decisions that will help a lot. So if we begin to discuss and complain about the failure of our leaders, I believe it will not help us, but it's for us to look for a solution, a way to bring them off there, to take them off there and replace them with new people. So it will be better for us to educate our people at home, for them to know their stand, because it is not just enough after every week or every time, maybe when something happens, they begin to pick up the phone and call, and things are hard, this, that, send down some money, send down this. We cannot continue to be beggars. So it is better for us to learn how to fish instead of to ask for fish. So that is what Mr. Peter Obi said he want to teach us. He really want to teach us how to fish instead of for us to ask for a fish. So do the right thing and make a hay when the sun is on. Thank you, everyone. Happy weekend and good night.
Thank you so much. Wish you a fantastic weekend and hope to have you when next on the panel. Thank you so much for today. God bless you. I will be going straight to Mr. Otota. Mr. Otota, your 2 minutes for the closing remark. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank everyone. The purpose is just like what my brother said. The reason that people thought we are harsh on them, we are not harsh on them because they thought we are living in heaven. So we know the cold and the sun and the stress and thing, had everything we used to make money here. So it's not easy for we to be giving to those who are looking for money to drink beer, and why we cannot drink, even cook with those our stress. So that is the reason we are telling them they should open their eye and vote for for the person will make their country good for them. So that if it is good for them, they will no longer ask us bring money for them, because we did not pluck money from anywhere or pick it from the ground. So we suffer for it. So if they still labor for money, they will know the value of money. Because Peter Obi is only one that can do what that Zambia president did in his place. That's why we all are urging them to support Peter Obi so that the country will move forward. A country that there is debt and the parliament, whatever they call them, will still be, or the assembly, will still be making big budget for their own selfish interest. And that is why when they said there is no money in the country, I tell them there is money in the country. They should collect all those money that those parliament 14 million they are taking every month and see, collect it from them, give them only 2 million and see the country will not have money to pay their debt and make do whatever is good for the country to move forward. Thank you, and that is which Peter Obi will do. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Otoka, for that. I'll be going straight to, I see you, Mr. Morris, are just joining us. I will come back to you. Thanks for connecting. Mr. Murray, your 2 minutes for your closing remark.
All right, once again, thank you for having me, my sister. Greetings to everybody. I want to close by saying the people get the kind of leaders they deserve. The leaders we have been getting emanated from us. They didn't jump down from the sky or from the moon, apart from the military juntas. This is an opportunity again to rescue our nation. Nigeria is a catastrophic state. If we miss this opportunity, I don't know how long we're going to get it back. So the movement of Valentine Ozigbo from PDP to Labour Party is a welcome development and a step in the right direction. Best of the same feather, the same flock together. People of the same mind can work together. Valentine and Obi have things in common. Things they saw wrong in PDP, they want to correct in the Labour. There's nothing wrong in that. This is a building moment. We need everybody to be on board. We need the support of everybody. So when governance is different from politics, when it comes to governance, we'll be mindful of who handles what position and who not. So everybody that votes for Labour is not going to be in government. So now that we are building, we need everybody because it's a game of number. Thank you all for having me. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mario. I wish you same, and thank you so much for always coming. We really appreciate you for your time. God bless you. I want to urge the people in the comment section, please, you can dialogue, you can criticize, but no insults, please. We don't allow insults in this platform. We have to do it maturely, in an educated manner. Thank you so much. Continue to share and like and support with the dollar sign or the account number right there. Let me just go to Mr. Tony Africa for your closing remarks. Your 2 minutes, Mr. Tony.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very much. I really appreciate it. So I'm not against anybody, and then I'm not for anybody right now. But I would like Peter Obi to be telling us right now that what is, see what are his take on security, like just hitting the nail on the on its head by saying that I'm going to cancel Sharia laws in the north. Then, regardless of whether you adjust the constitution or not, then I want to see Peter Obi telling us, Nigeria. Let me speak slowly because people say you are speaking so fast. So I want to hear Peter Obi say that, okay, I will make sure that I build 3 refineries, or maybe 20 modular refineries from Benin, Ondo, Warri to Akwa Ibom. Instead of him saying that there will be a new, reformed, subsidy regime. What the hell is that? Then again, I want Peter Obi to be telling us, how he can be able to, to make the economy work instead of just say that wait until I get there, wait until I get there. Now so we take wait for Basaki. He can't destroy those things. Now so we take wait for Buhari. He can't die. Yeah.
Mr. Are you sure you have been following Peter Obi most of his interview and his explanation online?
Yes, sir.
Have you watched all his videos?
I've been watching all his videos, even his the second, his second in command. I mean, we want to see somebody that will just come out and say, okay, it is better to govern. It is better not to govern or not to be a president than to govern wrongfully later. So let Peter Obi just come out and say, okay, I will cancel, I will stop subsidy. How can, because that's what is so dear to us right now, because we have no life, we have no nothing. So we need that petroleum products. You can refine our products and sell to the neighboring African country. You know, building railway lines, cigar, whatever. Sorry, I say cigar. Sorry, all the same. So what I'm saying that Peter B should not be saying. No need to talk too much. Not to just say, okay, in the first 6 months I will build refineries, or 12 months I will stop. I will stop the subsidy. Nobody say he will say, okay, I will reform subsidy. I'm going to change the system. So that is what we are saying. Then a 12 Sharia state in the north. That's where all this Boko Haram, banditry, or whatever you have it.
Mr. Tony, your 2 minutes is over.
That's where they came from. That's what gave birth to Boko Haram. All this bullshit. Sharia laws must be cancelled immediately. Then if they vote for him, okay, they don't vote for him. If he said they vote for him, they know already where he's going to, what he's going to do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony. But I will advise you once again, try and go through Peter Obi's videos and his interview. You will see where Peter Obi is talking about what he will do for Nigeria economy, and in the area of security, he have briefed a little of it, which he and the vice make it very clear that they cannot give all the informations on air because it have to do with security issues. So
exactly where I'm going to. Exactly where I'm going to, my sister.
I told you before, I don't like it when you interrupt like this. I'm talking.
Okay.
So I advise you go and watch their videos very well, listen to them very well, because it's just an obvious thing for them not to disclose everything they have to do in the security aspect online. Peter Obi have spoken on state police and some other things, and recruiting more people to the military. He has spoken on that, and they have some reservation for themselves. In the area of economy, he has been hitting on that, preaching on that. In the area of electricity, he traveled to Egypt. The man have really spoke a lot. So I don't know where you're saying that he's keeping quiet. He have to be telling you now. I can see probably because you have been following Tinubu more before now, because I've been listening to you for some time now. You have been on Tinubu issue. Now it's like you're gradually coming back to Peter Obi, which I will advise you watch his video very well before condemning maybe anything that he's saying or he did not say. Thank you so much. When you watch them, when next you come to the panel, if I'm there, then we deliberate on that. Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
I will go to Mr. C. I'm sorry. I will come to you. Let me just speak with this person that is just joining us. I don't really have much time to give you. As you can see, we're closing. So I will just give you 3 minutes to contribute. What do you have to tell us, Mr. Morris? Good evening. Thanks for joining us. And where are you joining us from?
Good evening. I'm joining you from Ireland, Cork City. I've watched your program a few times, and but because most times when I come back from work, it's when you guys are rounding up. You understand? Last night I even tried to join, but it was already late. What I have to say is, number one, some people say Obi is giving people false hope, and I always said to them there is nothing wrong in hope, and there's nothing false in hope. So that is number one. And number two, to the gentleman Tony Africa, Obi cannot, this is a political season, my brother. Mr. Peter Obi cannot just come out and say, I will stop Sharia law, I will stop this. He can only do all those things. He can only have the power to do all those things only when he gets in that position. So whatever that if it requires that he has to say less and get in that position, and then he has all the constitutional power to carry out all those things that you desire him to do. So I think that's a smarter thing, because if he says, I will stop Sharia law right away, I will remove subsidy, even half of the people are rooting for him now. They will all pull away from him because the poor masses see the subsidy as a means of survival. But when he is in that position, now he can talk to the people and explain to the people. Do you understand? At least you know that he has 4 years the first 4 years before the second term. So let him get the first 4 years. And then trust me, Obi is not like the normal everyday politician. No, he's a different breed. You understand? So I promise you, my brother, he will always pull up on your desires. I promise you that. And thirdly, what I'm trying to say is that I really appreciate your program, and I would like to know what time you start the program on daily basis. Do you run it daily, or is it like every other day? If you can give me this
No,
information, that will assist me.
okay, we are here every day. We have morning session, which is newspaper review, 10
Okay.
a.m. Nigeria time, and we have another session in the afternoon, which is the chat. I think that one starts by 1 p.m. and we have another one by 5 in the
Mhm.
evening. That is Monday to the newspaper review is Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. in the morning, and the 5 p.m. in the evening is Monday to Thursday, while the Friday debate is 6 p.m. in the evening. Then Saturday will come online as well. Then Sunday we also come online. Saturday and
Till what
Sunday we
time?
don't really have specific time. Um,
Okay.
who is
But
talking?
how long does the program run? How
Yeah,
long does the
sometimes
program run?
they
Is it like 1 hour, 2 hours?
depend on how depend on how the program lead, or sometimes we're here for 4 hours. Like today we are approaching 4 hours already. Sometimes we stay 4 hours, we stay 5 hours.
Okay.
It just depends,
Okay.
you know. So
Okay.
we appreciate your presence today, and we will like you to always join us when you chance. Your contribution
Yeah.
is very welcome. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
but I have one short thing I wanted to add, please. You said 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Okay, are you based in Nigeria then? I remember
No,
you
I
said
don't base in
10
Nigeria,
a.m.
but
Nigerian time. So that
the person handling the morning session based in Nigeria.
right. And but I just hope that there will be no voters apathy, because gradually the whole thing is turning into regional and tribal election. Because somebody, I'm not here to criticize anyone, but let's face it, you can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result. Somebody, it beats my imagination that even some people who you think, okay, they're educated, will support people like, you know what I'm saying? And like, knowing very well these people are responsible for running the whole country down. People who will tell you it's my birthright. People who will just, oh, this one belong to me, that one belong to me. And you see someone educated, even living here in Europe, civilized. That's the most shocking part. And will still be rooting for that person. We really have a big problem with such mentality. I just pray that Obi wins, and then we can start righting the wrongs. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I want to correct somebody in the comment section. That comment is far up. It said must everybody support Peter Obi. Everybody must not support Peter Obi. We have said it over and over again in this platform. This is a democratic platform. You have every right to support who you want to support, but we are only here to educate people, to sensitize the mind of our people, to avoid sticking to these people that have keep us in the bondage till this very time. We need a change, and the change is what we are trying to implement. We're trying to make sure that people doesn't make mistake this time around. We always sensitize and educate some people, because sometimes what you think your mind is leading you to do might not really be the right thing. That is what we're doing here. And if you feel your mind is actually leading you to go somewhere else, you are very free. We are not saying you must support Peter Obi. Nobody is forcing you. Thank you so much. Before I go to the next person, I just want to appreciate King Jaja, Nigeria Local, for the super chat. God bless you for supporting us, and I appreciate you for joining us this evening. Thank you so much. I will go to Mr. CM. Mr. CM, your 2 minutes for closing remark.
Okay, thank you very much. In closing, I would like to urge everyone that although Nigeria as it is today It's a failed state by every stretch of the imagination. However, like Colombia in South America, that went through hard times, they are now a middle income country, if not a first world country. Obi can lift Nigeria up. That is if Nigerians are willing. If they will keep away tribalism, keep away nepotism, and the real issue of religion and bigotry. This is a man meant for today. In fact, he's alive because of the situation Nigeria is today. If at all, if he will reflect, this is the job of his lifetime. If he gets it and gets in, one thing Nigerians will know is that squandermania will be a thing of the past. I can bet my life that will be in Aso Rock. We look at the fleet of cars assigned to the office of the presidency. We say, no, this car, 20 of them is too much. I need only 4 or 5. The rest should be sold, and the money maybe go into ASU or one hospital. That is the power of personal example. So if the president, and then he might say presidential jet, he will sell it off. Said anytime I want to travel, if APs can take me to London, that's okay. I enter any airline. That is will be for you. He's not going to change. And if he wants to go to maybe UN, it may be only him and one other person. That is the president. People will see he is not going to change. He believes in management, and that is why Nigeria is a mess today. A contract of 1 million naira, they will put it for 2.5 billion. Imagine an accountant general stealing 81 billion. I once gave the analysis here that 81 billion is about $145 million or something like that. And this was with $14.5 million. Ghana built a brand new teaching hospital in Accra. It's online. So with that type, I think I gave the analysis then. It will give Nigeria about 8 pieces of that type of hospital. So it is not that Nigeria has wealth, but people will sell, we buy toothpick at the cost of toothpaste and record it. Under Obi's watch, it won't be there. Obi said, if I did not steal, my wife did not steal, my children did not steal, my friends, my family did not steal, nobody will. He will reduce corruption by 70%. Go to Anambra State. Nobody that served under Obi as a commissioner is being queried by EFCC. No way. Because Obi is the person that will have put it in the budget and then take it to National Assembly. Then they go and pad it, bring it back for him to sign. He will say no. This is the first thing I'm betting this scenario will play out. Then Obi will prepare budget, the executive, he will look at it and say, take it to National Assembly to pass. They will not do their normal padding. Everybody want to put his own. When they bring it back to force it, Obi will say, I won't sign. That will be the first thing that we say, we impeach me. We wouldn't mind. Say, if you impeach me, I go. But I will never. So that is an opportunity Nigerians should not miss. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. CM. I think I have one person left that is just joining us. Mr. Felix, good evening. Thank you for joining us, though you're a bit late. I'm going to give you just 3 minutes for your submission, just because you're just joining us. Where are you joining us from? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, everyone. I'm joining you guys. I've been here for a couple of times, months ago. I'm joining you guys from Italy.
Okay.
I don't know if you can recall. I was the one who suggested that the best thing Obi will do to reduce the crime rate and everything in respect of the security aspect is electricity, because with the electricity, everything will be going fine.
Okay, so what do you have to tell us about today?
About today, because I joined you guys late because you're close from work now. If in respect of what this guy was saying, that he was saying that Obi should give us the list of everything that's going to do for the country, like building refinery. At least everybody have a reservation, because if Obi may mention or everything that is going to do, apart from security, maybe building refinery, building good hospital, government hospital, those people who have been in the business line before, they will try and work against it, against his coming in as the president of the country. He have to reserve some things because there's a layman language that we normally speak in Nigeria. There's a pidgin. Say, you know, if you tell thief, say you want to go catch him, he will be on guard. You have to keep some secrets. Obi is just like a messiah. He's just a messiah God sent because of the cry we have been crying to him. Whether they try and rig the election, the only thing that might be a little bit, like I can call it problem in future, I can see him emerge as the president of that country. All these evil ones, because say obedience is better than sacrifice. They are sacrificing a lot of our future, a lot of our happiness, everything. They will try to work against him so that everybody will not start chatting. No, is it not the man that everybody we have been clamoring for and all that? But as far as God hand is involved in this struggle, they will try, but they will never succeed. We are getting to that promised land with the help of the Messiah God sent in form of a human being as Peter Obi with Dante. That's all. I said Dante, sorry. Yeah. Yusuf. Yeah.
Thank you.
That is all I have to say now. We are already there, whether they like it or not. That is why you can see in these other two political parties like PDP and APC. God has set confusion among them. That is why they always come out like the other day, they went to go and hire bishop and others. These are the hands of God working in this struggle. That is what I have to say for now.
Thank you all so much, all the panelists that join us today. I really appreciate you all for your constant support to this platform, for always coming here to educate Nigerians. God bless you. As we round up today Friday debate, I want to appreciate all the people in the comment section, Niger World family. God bless you all for always coming, for always giving us your time. Odion Aloba, you were asking for 2 minutes of my time. I don't know what for, because you are in the comment section. You did not come to the panel. So thanks for joining us. All the same, Kachi, I saw you earlier on. Thank you for coming in. You came a little bit late. You came very late, not a little bit, but all the same, thanks for coming. King Jaja, thank you so much for always coming, for supporting us. You also came late a bit today. Thank you so much. Simeon Unugboji, I see you earlier on. Thank you for joining us. Mommy Diaspora, thank you for always being there for us. Juno Baseki, Naomi Bella, Johnson Emmanuel, Ozigbo, Wilfred. I see so many of you are matching to feel. All of you has been so amazing today. Julius Osunde, I see you all. Thank you for staying with us till this time. God bless you. So as we round up the program, I wish you all a fantastic weekend. Stay well and stay safe. God bless you until I come again next time. Thank you. I'm Irene Finest. God bless you all. Mr. Evis, over to you.
Bye-bye, Irene. Have a wonderful weekend.
All right.
Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Mori. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Madam Irene. Thank you so much for a wonderful job right there. I really do appreciate this a lot. Just want to thank all my wonderful panelists. Without them, we cannot be here. I want to thank every one of you, all our spectators, all our viewers, all our commenters, any angles you are supporting this platform. We want to say we are very grateful. We appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you so much. We have done today on. We're going to be back again tomorrow. Like I've always said that we are going to continue doing this in February until we see the result that we all are currently craving for. Thank you very much, my good people, Niger Watch family. Those of you on the comment section, I wish I can mention names, but I can't mention names right now because the comment right there is a law. But I cannot bypass by saying or rather acknowledging our great mother, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all you're doing for us. We appreciate you so very much. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel is right there. God sent. I see you, Frank Ono, Odion, Olaba, and Shokolote Edo. I see many of you right there. Martina Basui, I see you all. I wish I can mention all names, but I just wanted to randomly pick some name. Thank you very much, my good people, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Yes, sorry, Mr. Elvis, just to add to that, people that supported us today, the Super Chat, Mrs. Somoye Skona, Femi Batch, King Jaja now, and what was that name? Frank Ono. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate your support. It goes a long way. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Please join us again tomorrow by 5 p.m. We're going to be here. Sunday, 5 p.m. We're also going to be here. We are doing round the clock right now. It's Monday to Monday until we triumph by the special grace of Almighty God. Thank you so much, my people. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. God bless you all.
Anywhere you gonna P2B, Obi for president. All over Nigeria, P2B, Obi for president. From east to south, na P2B, Obi for president. Even the north and west, na P2B, Obi for president. All over Nigeria, na P2B, Obi for president. Mama, papa, they shot P2B, Obi for president. Brothers and sisters, they want P2B, Obi for president. Waiting be the name of P2B. Kola Mageno, Obi Tererente, Obi Tererente, Obi Tererente, Nigeria don't suffer, no we small. We don't suffer, no we. Other countries they grow, we just they fall. We don't suffer because we get my leaders, then we're there on top. We don't suffer. They're not here because all their families they abroad. We don't suffer. But every 4 years them go on with one story. The same people, the same story. All they know is how to steal our money. Yeah. When we thought all love is gone, God don't give us P2B. If you like, let you go ask. But we know the best story. Just tell and trust that if you doubt them, go verify. Obi get integrity, a man with credibility, vision and dignity. Obi and Yusuf and That is why all Nigerians are obedient and useful. Anywhere you gonna